사실
부기 죽심의 독장 비라 분신인데 견파리 상계 신금이 대우와기 조건 남닥 신라 주파쇼 이런 구루라다 만다라 감기야타야미
상계
주랑 속이 조남라 장수바두 다니 캡수치 다기 전yen 기배서 남기 조라 벤칠 상계 주파쇼
상계
주랑 속이 조남라 장수바두 다니 캡수치 다기 전yen 기배서 남기 조라 벤칠 상계 주파쇼
상계
주당 속이 조남라 장주 바두 다니 캡수치 다기 전yen 기배서 남기 조라 벤칠 상계 주파쇼.
Shogi, Shmoki. Examine them. You have the airplane.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm goofing off.
3 words. First is in the title.
The kosha.
I mean in English.
I don't know yet.
It can mean many things.
It could mean the treasure or the stuff that holds the treasure.
Yeah, treasure house. Dokpa, second one.
Realization.
Oh. Is it the verb or the noun?
That looks like a noun to me.
Okay.
Yeah, realization. Tachiba? Tachiba.
Examine thoroughly.
Examination.
What I wrote is dialectic
Dialectic
analysis.
Tachi is a dialect.
Dialectic analysis. Yeah.
Different. It's a different
So tachi is a verb.
Oh,
He
okay.
had it in his book though. Yeah.
Okay.
To thoroughly
Tache would be a
analyze.
verb though, but tachepa is a
Yeah.
noun again.
Public-
Right? They have a
yeah,
nounifier.
Dialectically analyzed.
First
Dialectic
question.
analysis then is not bad.
What are the meanings of the words in the context?
Did we kind of cover that?
Treasure.
Again,
Yeah.
Of the text.
in the text.
The
Deeper.
Capital T.
There's a root text meaning Abhidharma kosha. Include all the words of the great 7 Abhidharma books.
No, just the precious, the treasured words.
The distillation.
The che.
If not,
The cherished words.
if no, why can we call it a treasure house?
It's so many
Stores.
cherished, wonderful. It's a
Yeah, all the meanings are included, not the words.
cherished meaning. Chinzin. Chin-din? Is it
Shenzhen.
Chin-din? No.
Shenzhen?
Chin-din.
They wouldn't say Zen, just Chipa.
Chipa.
Well, you could say Chipa.
But it was different. It was cherished meaning.
There's a claim from the second school sutras saying that the Abhidharma texts are not words from the Buddha, so the Buddha didn't teach the Abhidharma school.
He taught it, but he didn't write it down. It was written from the memory of the...
It wasn't interpretation.
It's just some Aryas that got together and...
Just because he didn't.
Some Arhats, sorry.
Just because he didn't teach the text doesn't mean he didn't teach the school that was named after the text.
I'll say yes. You passed the exam.
Yay!
I'm done.
The rest of us failed.
You're done. I'm not ready yet.
Okay, question number 4.
Ask another question.
Nothing.
Wait, you got all the words?
Yeah.
They did all the words already?
Yeah, already. Yeah.
Ay-ya.
Too easy.
Can't you do something else? Take a break.
Smoke them if you got it, folks.
If you go outside, just walk like a cat, though.
Oh, Geshe, you asked me to do a bibliography.
Oh, yeah. Check his bibliography.
and it's in the database.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Well, part of it's blue. That's wrong.
Oh wait,
It should not be in blue.
it's
Yeah,
the
turn
word.
off review.
Seems like a lot of attachments.
Yeah.
You don't have to say jiggy
You
sense.
can right. You
Right?
can control click on it and then say.
How do you
the
do that?
change. Yeah.
Wow.
And then there's
Yeah,
one
it's
that should say
I got
add more
more
change.
The one that says pork fried rice.
Accept change.
Pork fried rice.
Just go to view and
Alternate
unmark
looks like that to me.
the one that
No,
says.
it's review is on. You can see by the bar to the left. So if you turn off review
Okay,
and
got it.
accept changes,
Okay,
then
Yeah.
done.
is it turned off now?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, here's a. Unfortunately, we have to ask Geshe this question about dates at some point.
You can take that.
Oh.
Go ahead, ask me a question.
There's a grand question about dates, and in your dates in Illumination, there are a lot of @ signs. As if
Oh
you
yeah,
have not
I
yet
didn't want to
decided.
make the decisions, and I'll tell you why. There's Wikipedia,
Mhm,
and then there's the lineage trees,
mhm.
and you know we could figure out all the dates if we spent a whole day on it. We could figure out everybody's dates more accurately than Wikipedia.
Mhm.
Yeah. The Indian masters specifically you're talking about? Or?
Yeah, because the Tibetan ones are mostly in TBFC and they're mostly correct
So
because
we're
they were
gonna.
Jim Smith.
Mhm.
But Indians, you know, I would rather trust some copper or something like that than Herbert Gunther in Germany. Sorry, who's dead, I think. You know what I mean? I'd rather figure them out myself.
So we're gonna hold off until we have a
Yeah.
grand dating party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do this next
Well,
question.
let me
Is
know.
that something one of
I'll
us can
bring
do for you,
pizza.
Geshe?
Huh?
Is that something one of us can do for you?
Not really, because you'd have to read a bunch of lineage trees.
All right.
You'd have to know them well.
Maybe a few more terms from now.
You can't trust all of them. And you have to know which ones to trust and which ones not to trust.
But is there something we can do to allow you the time to do that?
Fundraise. Seriously.
Oh,
That's what you don't need me for.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. In your
But
Sanskrit
it's not fun. So you need
title,
something
it
else.
seems like you've. Are we capitalizing even when we're doing diacritics?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Geshe,
And you know, it's different from the Tibetan, right? That's okay.
Okay.
All right, because it's more Western.
Geshe, it seems the one in yellow,
Yeah.
the name of the book is different, even though they are the same text number to huku number,
Yeah.
same writing.
Yeah, you're right. When in doubt on a tengyur, go into the book and use what they used. When in doubt, see, this was This was put there by one of our people or something. Okay,
Okay.
but go into the book and look at the first line. Every book in the Kangyur and Tengyur has a proper title in the first line. Almost all.
Okay.
Okay. So, if you're not sure, just go recreate it again. Take it out yourself.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are we still killing time? Do you want us to do that for you,
Do what for me?
or for him? We could do that now if you're still trying to get us to kill time.
No, I'm not trying to get you to kill time.
Okay.
That's okay. I'm curious what it is, but let's not do it now. I don't want to use up your time. Okay.
Oh, by the way, there's a.
Oh yeah.
You didn't put in the Sanskrit title.
I have a lot of these in mine also.
Who's
Yeah.
that? Say again.
There's
You can just wipe that out.
Oh, but there's no
Later,
Sanskrit.
when we get the Sanskrit database. So 99% of the books in
good.
India were destroyed. There's 5,000 books from India. Just think of it as 5,000. Kangyur, Tengyur, 5,000. Roughly. And 95% are missing. And we have a huge effort. We have a team looking for them. And we're making good progress. But it's going to be slow. You know. So we have to sit down and fix it. We have all these Sanskrit books input, and nobody made a database yet. It's a big mess.
We have the bones.
Yeah, we just need like 3 days to sit down and make it into a database. And then, because really, if a Sanskrit exists, it should be mentioned in your bibliography.
Mm.
And you can either say, go to these books, try to find the Sanskrit text of the Abhidharma Kosha, give a long, bibliography entry. It will take you a week to do it.
Mm.
Or you could input it and say, this is the ACIP standard number. It's so much easier. You see, we're using this number. It's giving a huge amount of information that you don't have to put in your bibliography entry. You're just putting this number, And if we could do that with the Sanskrit, it would be much better. It's kind of irresponsible not to go to the Sanskrit if it's there. It's not there very often. It's there 1 out of 20 cases. It's there.
Right.
But to have a good bibliography entry, you should mention it, right? And the Chinese later. Okay, that's all.
Okay.
Guess what? I found the text.
What text?
This one.
The Abhidharma Kosha.
Oh,
I checked.
well, I wonder why they're different.
I don't know why they're different, but it is called what Stanley cited it as.
This one?
Yes.
That's in the text. It's that
That's in
instead
the
of the
text.
other.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I wonder where I got this one.
This is from your girlfriend.
I know. It's kind of disturbing. It's probably the wrong one. I think that was done by some of my
That's a
students.
different text, Yeshua.
It's a different
Yeah.
text.
Don't even tell me. I'm
It's
gonna know.
4089.
Well, this
Okay.
brings up the
Which
problem
one's
if
the
that was
forward?
built from that.
Oh, which number is
The
wrong?
lower.
Yeah.
looks like
Which
Which
number is
number
wrong?
is wrong?
Which number are you looking at, Word?
Too many questions.
Well, see, both bibliography and down below,
Same
it has the
question.
same TD number, it has
I
4092.
understand.
And which does
By
your,
the top of
This Stanley's citing is correct on top.
so that's TD 4092.
So the book that you're looking at is 409.
Some of the tenure titles are off.
Then the other one isn't.
By our staff. Our staff made a mistake of one number.
Right.
At some point they go off.
'Cause the bottom one's a commentary.
I didn't
on
have
the
time
Abhidharma
to
Kosha,
look
and the
at
top
it.
one's not.
I mean, it's something we
I
could
go
do.
in and I confirm it. Yeah. It's something you could do. It's a huge job. We'd have to have a meeting so you don't waste your time.
It's more ACIP work, so
Yeah.
it'll be good.
We should. Are you sure that we're getting that from the most updated version?
That could not. It could not be.
Yeah.
'Cause-
So we could.
Check if you have a more updated
Right.
version.
Yeah, let's check it later, like after the term. We'll go
Right.
through this.
Okay.
Right.
Could you make it bigger?
Oh, he's using some version that's
Let's-
very old.
Right.
That's what Tahuku said too.
That's what
Mhm.
I would go with that.
for the root text.
Oh, don't trust Tohoku.
Don't.
I mean, Tohoku's correct, but don't take your information from there.
Right.
Okay, I'm just,
Right.
what's in
Yeah.
the text is the same as Tahoku. And
Yeah, that's fine.
The
Yeah.
root text.
But go into the
Yes,
tenure
yeah,
and do it yourself.
Copy the
What I mean
title.
is the-
Don't get
the
the.
bottom
Just
one's a
don't trust
commentary.
other people's work.
Sure. Yeah.
If you have the original, go use the original.
It's not just any title mistake. The bottom one seems to actually be a commentary.
Right.
Yeah, it's a different book. It's the next book.
Yeah.
Right. That's what
Sorry, I
I
couldn't hear you.
Our staff made a mistake at some point, and that's why I fired those people, and they're not here. Okay,
mean. Hey, alright.
Don't
That
make
was
that
simple.
mistake.
no, it was endemic.
What was that mistake?
I don't want to talk
On my
about
list
it.
of things
Let's
not
go.
to do.
You
Oh,
take
I
this.
should take that airplane. And they are mad at me, and I'm mad at them. Okay, here's the root text. Chönara tenabde mepanyomo non kanchanewa shiwe chawe tamen lanyomo pekenji ten sitso dear kamte dewe de jardini to be sum solo. Okay, very famous. Read after the dollar signs.
Oh,
So I'm not going to read the verse for you because he glosses it in here.
oh, okay. Dila sikdundan kachepa ni
Okay.
damboni.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sikdin. I'm going to explain the meaning of the words in that famous verse, and then we're going to have some debate about it.
Yeah.
Okay, Tachi. You have the plane, Adam. His name is Stanley.
라푼첼친 눈베 된 제츠 니 숨발 조웨
It
요
sounds like you have a mask on.
Bane.
I'm kidding.
He's about to perform surgery.
where am I? 규텐 요데 규텐 감기 체나
Good. I'm so nice. I'm so glad I have another pilot. All right. Lopen Churchen.
Consider the master.
Consider the master.
Master
Which master?
Bandhu.
Yeah, Master Bandhu. Okay. Lumbe Tenja D. This classical commentary on the Abhidharma. Okay. Lumbe Tenja D. Tsomba.
Compose.
Oh, nice. Finally somebody learned this one.
Nick knows it
To compose. It can also mean to start off on a task. Okay, so be careful. Tsomba Choa, you know, because Tsunkangela Choa O Shantideva.
The definition of effort is
Join
to
I'm
take
explaining.
joy in helping others.
Yeah, joy. This joy means joy. Joy. It's related to words for light coming out like this.
Oh, sure.
Choa. Choa. Yeah, it's related. Choa. There's a reason why he's very happy to start this book for you. Okay, there's a reason why he's really excited to start this book for you. Excited might be a nice word. Gyutsen, yeah, there's a reason.
If you want to know what
And if you ask what's the reason, you just come on. Oh, what's the reason? Did you do this part?
no.
Okay, now he's weaving in root text. You can do it later. But go ahead.
천남 라투 남파 체페 셔랍 맷파 뇽몽 파남
Don't get nervous.
Oh, okay.
Everything's okay. The plane is.
Just pockets of air, Stanley.
The parachute you see below. Are they capturing me?
Put on your own mask first.
Nam Nepal Nepal 시월 체페 타키 소 메라.
Okay, good. Rapti number japa is Viveka. Okay, which makes fine distinctions. Very fine, right? Rapti number japa. Wisdom, shira, which makes fine distinctions between things. This is sakche. This is sakme. This is lam. This is not lam. Okay? Because the first chapter of the Abhidharma is all about making these distinctions. This is dirty karma. This is good karma. Okay? Rapti Namache Bishira. And if you didn't have that wisdom, which could divide things carefully, Buddhi Chepa.
Oh, fine comb.
Oh, yeah.
You are so hot. I was talking to Veronica about you. She said maybe he's not human. Maybe he's a robot. I said, I'll check
That
it out.
makes sense.
We were talking about it last night. I said, I don't understand this guy. Okay. She's of this opinion, so.
That's why he's named the way he is.
If you don't have this viveka, right, then you cannot shiva chepa the nyomos.
put to rest.
Can't
the
put to
mental-
rest.
Put to rest. It means not suppress, kill.
Put to rest.
Shiva chepa is not definitely not suppressed. Nimba. It's not number nimba. It's kill them. Put them R.I.P.
Out of their misery.
R.I.P. is an American idiom. Rest in peace. And they always carve it on your stone when you bury you.
RIP.
It says R.I.P.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Is
This
she,
exactly this word, Shiva Chepa.
is she related to she, like kill? Like,
Exactly. Good observation. Yeah. The word for peace in Tibetan is related to the word for kill.
yes.
Yeah.
Jidai.
Chi and she.
She and she.
And
High tone and low tone sha. Okay.
And
Anyway, Nyomo
chi-
Shiwe
chi woman
Tame.
talk about-
The root text says tabmela. Tabmela. There's no way you can kill your negative emotions forever if you don't have the wisdom which makes these fine distinctions between things. Okay.
Cool.
Those of you who are from Shenzhen, I mean, this is also gets involved with the name of the third terminator of the wheel.
Hard distinctions.
Yeah.
Turning of the wheel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the wheel of fine distinction. Same verb. Okay. Now, it's interesting because he added the word soul. And I thought it was interesting. Notable.
There's mainly.
Look at the root text. Shiwa Jawi Tab Mela. He didn't say Zol here. Our guy thought it was important to add Zol.
There's mainly no other way.
Mostly.
This is the main method for him. Wisdom is the main method. It's not. He feels uncomfortable to say there's no other method. Than wisdom. I mean, there's morality, there's meditation. He felt uncomfortable. Tony Noma, right? He said, let's add mainly, which is how debaters cover themselves.
Or
Which
get
word is
themselves in
it?
trouble.
So that totally changes our sentence because we just said
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah,
way
yeah,
to
yeah,
kill
yeah.
without it. So now
Yeah,
we say,
the root text is meant to be exaggeration. There's no way you can ever get rid of your negative emotions if you don't have this wisdom. And then he said, no way, mainly. It got, Utpala said, it got very weak,
Which word is mean?
So,
soul.
and this is the one in the
Like
three
Lam
principal
So,
paths.
Namsun.
Oh, Namsun.
Yeah, Lam
Oh.
Okay, keep going. You got the plane, Adam. I wish I had some good coffee. I don't know what's going on.
Nyamon be
Well,
참 히 kyang jikten de ke gu nam sik be gal so chambo dir ratu kyamde tapa topa mingyo be 백유 산대제
Gitsen.
gyusen
Okay. And this is all root text, okay? You have to weave in the root text. Nyomon Bewanki. What's that say? I'll give $20 to anyone who does that piece correctly.
By the
By the
power
power
of
of the
influence
negative
of muscle
emotions.
afflictions.
By the power of that which is,
Oh, I'm just about to lose my money.
by the power of
You
that which is clay chic.
She's a robot. I'm gonna call him a robot. What did he just point out?
It's not a nyamong, it's nyamong.
Yeah. It's all the stuff to do with glaciers, not glaciers. He didn't say glaciers. He said glacier. Ba. He added ISH. Glacier-ish. Okay. It's the fault. By the way, he's talking about what's driving samsara. Why was he uncomfortable? By the way, that's our author adding that ba. He didn't. You see? Oh, I'm sorry, he did. And probably you can look at that Sanskrit and it says klaisha or something. Okay. Anyway, why did he add the ba? Why did he wanted to say this is why people get thrown into samsara? It's nyomong ba because Kunjung Demba has two divisions.
The truth of the source has
Two classic divisions. We had in Sunday's text recently.
Oh,
I think it's
mental afflictions and what they're involved in.
You got half of it.
karma,
Karma and its
Karma
flow.
and negative emotions. Karma and negative emotions. So he wanted, the text says negative emotions are driving samsara. And then he said, well, there's also karma. Okay, so he covered himself. Is karma kleshik? Yeah.
Yeah, in this school.
Okay, got it?
Talk about it.
Got it? He's covering himself. Okay. Wangki means due to. It doesn't mean through the power of something. Please don't translate it as through the power of.
Okay.
It's
Like
due
the
to,
tip.
or it's because of. You can say it's because of the power of. Because of that influence, people come.
They go protect.
This means wander.
Oh,
Wander.
that's right.
Yeah.
Come. Come. When a student in the debate is wandering around trying to find an answer, he's like, oh, he's like wandering around trying to find some answer.
Count?
Come.
This is count.
No, this one here.
Oh, great. Okay.
Okay.
Is it related to
And it's
Chomp
also used for intellectual wandering. He's gonna cam all day. You think we ought to give him the answer? Okay.
Chomp? Is it related to Chomp Chomp?
Could be. Could be. It's possible that in most languages, Indic languages, that palatals came from gutturals originally. Yeah. That's another subject. Chums come from cams. Yeah. Okay, anyway, Raptikam, all over the place. Okay? They wander all over the place. Where? Here in the Gyatso temple.
The Great Ocean, the Big Ocean.
Yeah, this Sipa means Korwa,
Uh-huh.
of cyclic existence. Who wanders? Kegu.
Many
Many
types of beings.
Yeah, now 9 is DGU.
Yeah.
I propose a vote.
Okay.
I think it should have been DGU.
What's
I believe
Nine
RGU
types of
exists,
beings.
but
Is
I
there
think
RGU?
DGU.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just looked it up. Many, several variants.
Didn't we do this vote already?
I guess so.
Didn't we do this vote already? Like a couple days ago?
I don't remember.
No, we didn't do it this time.
We talked about it. 9 means plural.
Yeah.
Oh,
People.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm.
Wander around.
And then the symbol.
Okay. Yeah, symbols okay. I believe DGU is gonna win.
Yeah, probably.
we've got the noms.
Yeah, well, anyway. People's is this?
Big Goo is a phrase.
It is. DGU is about twice as common, which is not to say that the other isn't a meaningful variant.
Okay. Okay. Anyway. By the way, if it's me, I will put $3 signs here.
Various beings.
And I'll go see if it's a pattern with him. It doesn't occur again in the whole text.
Well,
Don't you want to include the nom though?
Neither does Goo.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, they have 9 types of birth.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not 9 types of birth. It just means,
Okay,
People.
that's with DGU, and then
yeah. DGU is just a plural, I think. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's why it's because there's no way to put the rest, the negative emotions, if you don't have wisdom. And it's the negative emotions that cause people to wander around here in the great ocean of samsara. Okay? And then he glosses kyam. What does wander around mean? Tapa top mingyur.
Means not achieving liberation.
Yeah, they can't get free.
Yeah.
That's what wander means. He's giving you his. He just earned his pay. You know, we're paying him to explain the root text, and he added a few words. Okay, tapa topa mingyur.
What's the word for liberation?
Tapa, moksha.
Oh,
I like to translate tapa as freedom, and I like to translate drolwa as liberation. Drolwa, which is a different word. Okay. Drolwa is a little more literary. And then he has a chain of causation. He has a chain of gyutens. And because of that, okay, so here's so far the chain. If you don't have the wisdom which can make fine distinctions, there's no way to stop your negative emotions. If you don't stop your negative emotions, you're going to wander in the ocean of samsara, and you won't be able to achieve liberation. And the reason for that is, okay, he's got another one. Oh, I'm sorry. And for that reason,
Anyway,
Okay, and because of that, something's gonna happen.
we're gonna get taught stuff.
Okay, you got the plane, you guys. I got goof off.
대
First one.
대외나 동배 단포 ngombe sikdum tobu sumba tobum sumba jokchik tu ngomba de dun por near ga drop chumba dungi du ba che cheja ma wa la draso.
Okay, cool. There we know that's root text, okay? Therefore, okay, because without wisdom you can't stop glaciers. Because if you can't stop glaciers, you will be wandering around in the ocean forever. Therefore, there we know. Dunbei. Now he injects his version of how the Abhidharma came to be.
Right.
Okay, all the root text says
First, the teacher
is that's why the Buddha taught this.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the root text says. But he goes off on a long thing of trying to explain what happened to how the Abhidharma get to us. Therefore, the teacher, capital T.
El Buddha.
By the way, you're gonna have to learn, like if he is Gelwa in a book, it means Buddha Z, the Victor Z. But when you use Tumba, it's always singular. It's the teacher, Gautama. Okay, Shakyamuni. Okay, Dunbei. Now you got to know this word Torbu.
Yeah. Isn't that
Usually without the R.
miscellaneous text?
Exactly.
Miscellaneous text.
Tor, as I think I taught you, Tor is the word for an explosion.
Yeah.
Tor. And Torbur means Buddha taught it all over the place. He taught it in Rajagriha, and then he went to Vaidesha, and then he was up in Kashmir, and then, Torbu means scattered.
Yeah.
It's often used to describe the Chu of Nu and Chu,
Oh, the inhabitants of the realm.
the contents of the world. The animals are spread out, Torbu, all over the place. Okay, so Torbu means first, Dangbor, okay, Dangbor. The Buddha taught, he doesn't even call it Abhidharma. The words, the meaning of the words that you find in the Abhidharma. Okay. He didn't say it was Abhidharma. See what I mean? First, Buddha taught the ideas you find in the Abhidharma all over the place. Okay. Then, they were put into Chokchik.
One place.
Yeah, they were all assembled into one place. Who did it? Oh, where? In the Numba Dedun.
The 7 books of Abhidharma.
Collection.
Yeah, they were gathered into the 7 books of Abhidharma. Who did it?
Arhats.
The 7
Seven
Arhats.
Arhats.
The 7 Arhats. We're going to get them later.
Sweet.
But he said here, they took all those meanings and put them here in the 7 books of Abhidharma. Okay. They gathered them. Okay. That they did that is
Famous?
it means famous, but it means
Well known.
this story is
Everybody knows.
repeated among the details. And then he says so.
Period.
No, he's setting you up for solo. Okay, right here.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
He's setting you up for solo.
They say.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
say.
the detail is
Here's
what
your
they say.
first low of countless lows in the Abhidharma Kosha. It's the red flag that
He
They
doesn't
claim.
buy.
Vasubandhu doesn't buy
Yeah,
it. Okay, what doesn't he buy?
The Abhidharma school.
it.
No, right here, this line. Tumbe Sung.
The Buddha taught it.
The Buddha thought Abhidharma is so low. I mean, that's what they're saying. Okay,
Oh,
that means Vasubandhu himself doesn't agree that
The Buddha.
that the 7 books of Abhidharma are the word of the Buddha.
Wow.
wow.
That's kind of heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's writing. And his version of Abhidharma is all that survived, and it's what he's most famous for. It's sort of an irony.
Wow.
So and this is the kosha is what is all through the like southern Asian countries.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah.
And when they interpret the Sero in their language, do they say it means they clean?
Those
this
books
book
are very late. Okay, like the Thai version of the Abhidharma Kosha is from the 1700s. You know, you're talking 1,000 years after. No, you're talking
1400.
1,400 years after Vasubandhu. So these are very, very, very late. You know, they don't even compete with the Tibetan commentaries.
What's the Sanskrit? Solo.
Oh, we're getting there. What is it? I don't remember.
I like the
I have it
first
somewhere.
But the Thai would have come from the Chinese
Okay.
or something like that.
Say
The
again?
Thai would have then just been translated from Chinese.
No, it was translated from
Pali.
Well, also
from
there's
Sri Lanka.
but
It
there's-
spread from
that's
Sri
right.
Lanka too.
But there's no Pali version of the Abhidharma Kosha, right?
There is Abhidharma Pitakas in it is their main
Right.
it is the main lower Hinayana school stuff. Yeah.
But that's
Abhidharma and Vinaya are the only two things that made it to the southern countries.
right. So there's okay.
But anyway, okay.
This is unusual. We say sometimes that we don't necessarily agree that this is an accurate presentation of the world, but we don't typically say that Lord Buddha didn't teach it.
Right.
Okay.
Jakso. That's
So,
so. I wouldn't read it as disagreeable yet.
okay.
So, okay. Because that's going to be treated in the next paragraph.
Okay.
So anyway, all the root text says is the Buddha taught it, and then he added all these other words. The Buddha taught it in all these different places. It wasn't even called Abhidharma, and then the seven Arhats collected it all together, and then all of this is according to the detailists. You know, this is the current explanation.
That's the story.
Now, read this with the take the airplane, and then we have a lot to say about it.
Stanley Balaji.
Cool. Koboshe mu
Yeah.
Pegyu sen yote lopungi de dumbo Dija Chong Bei Min Ken Chen Min Chen Dumgi Wow Zampa Shebe Je Jag Ma Bei Ma Wei De Dum Ga Yin Yang Ja Chun Ba Dun Gi Su Ba De Ba Lama De Ba wait De Ba Lama De Ba Lama Rambe Ja Sik Ga Sik Dong Bei Che.
Okay. I thought he would go after an explanation of the lo. Tumbe sung so lo, which is lo is a red flag. I don't agree. And it's just like a nonsense syllable, and it's suffix dependent. It could have been sero, kamo. Okay. And I thought maybe this was an ancient form of that, but much later, below, I found out it's a reference to a commentary in the Tingir, and he doesn't alert you to that. He just throws it in there, okay? Much later. And ko means I.
Cool.
In ancient Tibetan, ko means I. So this sentence begins with, when he mentions I. Okay, when he mentions I, there's a reason. And don't just ignore my English here because it's all going to become clear later. Don't spend any time on it. My guess was wrong. But who's going to know when he's talking about one of 50 commentaries that has the word I in it? You know, thanks. Okay, so there's a reason why they say I. Okay. Lopen Ki, the master Vasabandhu. Okay. He Shepa. Shepa means to take a position.
Yeah.
You know, he takes the position. Okay. By the way, this is not the same Shepa as Jamya Shepa.
To explain it.
No, it's not related to shape.
Oh.
It's shape. Yeah, that means for the flower to open. Okay. So Loton, shape, means according to Vasabandhu. Okay. Who wrote the 7 books? The Drachombas. Some past tense of to write, which he got correct today. I think your first one in history in this room. Okay. He, according to his idea, Shepa, his position, these 7 books, De Dumbo, the group of 7 books, were written by the 7 Arhats. And he doesn't even grace them with the name Arhat. He says Janachomba Mingchen.
Guys were called Arhats.
Yeah, they're just called Arhats.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. Because I don't believe they all were Arhats.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. They just got to be, people just started saying loosely, oh, the Arhats put the Abhidharma together. But Choni Lama says, hey, these guys weren't Arhats. They used to call them Arhats. All right? Maybe if they had been Arhats, they would have got it right. You see? So it's very controversial. He's Ming Chen, so called. Okay, Ming Chen, said to have been Arhats. He doesn't disagree. He just says said to have been Arhats, but it's a Mayenga. Okay, because now the Chidamawas say, the detailists say, okay, these 7 books are Ka. They are the word of the Buddhas. Okay, but they were assembled by the 7 Arhats. Okay, were they written by the 7 Arhats?
So-called ones.
Were they spoken by the 7 Arhats?
No.
According to the detailists.
No.
No. Sorry. They were assembled by the Arhats.
That's not what you asked.
They
Yeah.
But they
were
weren't
the
spoken
words
by
that
the
assembled.
The Arhats just put together what Buddha spoke. Okay. Are they collected? Yeah.
Yes.
Are they spoken by the Arhats? No. Okay. Dirpala, Prachomba, Dinki Dirpala, Marangba. Marangba you don't know yet. It's an idiom. Marangba. Okay. Marangba. And it means an expression of disapproval. An expression of disapproval. Marangba means an expression of disapproval. And it's very specific technical term. Okay. Tumbeche. Gaksik means a particle of disagreement, meaning the low.
Oh, very good.
This right here. Gaksik. This is a gaksik.
Particle of
A
disagreement.
particle of disagreement.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
It's no.
2 minute special.
Good, I'm glad. Anyway, that particle of disagreement is meant to indicate his disapproval. Okay? Tumbe sing so low. Spoken by the Buddha? So low.
They say.
Who's saying the low?
What?
Who put the low in?
Vasabandhu.
Okay. Okay. Now we're going to get a famous verse that tells you the 7 books and who wrote each one. This is a very, very, very famous verse. Okay.
Buddha, Lord Buddha.
Everybody quotes it. Nobody knows where the 7 are. Go ahead. You got the plane.
Got it.
Jachu de daki
Jachum.
Jachum de daki sube sam derbe sam tenche dun your day jik chet jiket du dum le
Don't like good.
Yeah.
There are
Seven
7 classical commentaries.
collected.
That's already an insult,
Which are then assembled by the
right? That puts them in the ten
Tengir.
gyur and not in the
Ka.
ka gyur. Translated. Okay. So there are 7 classic commentaries, okay, which were gathered
Gathered by.
Dhyapa, by these arhats. In that sense, he's kind of letting the detail us off the hook. Yeah, they were gathered.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Mhm.
Okay. Jikedu domle. Jikedu means as the dome says. Okay.
The bear.
Yeah, this is not
I'm
dome.
joking. I'm joking.
Dome. This is dome. Dome can either mean vow, domba, or it can mean a versed summary of a subject. And when someone quotes a dome, the implication is, if you go looking for this in the Tengir Kangyur, you won't find it. I made a little poem of what's the information in the Tengir to help you guys out. But it's like that thing about the headache,
Yeah.
and that dome, that's a dome. Somebody made it up. It's just a summary of a
Yeah,
what a
we
sutra
talked
said.
about it earlier too. About how
Toge
they're
Badwa.
easier to recite. Yeah, easier to memorize.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the dome. Yeshi la ju kaje pu raptu chepa yishe ki namshe tone lagi ki chugi pomo shari pu dape tenje malgo pu doe namdan supo che big mistake here, oh my gosh. This is supo che. Don't sell this guy short. I like this guy.
Gusum.
Kam gitsoni kambuche.
Sum.
Kambuche shijung watayin. Okay.
Su.
Let's go through it fast. How much time I got?
No,
Negative
Zero.
one.
Negative, yeah.
Come on.
But you gotta teach downstairs.
Entering Wisdom was written by Katyayana, who's famous in the Wheel of Life story.
Sure.
So Gan can tell you the story. He's the monk who's trying to set everybody straight. Okay, he was in the picture at Borobudur. Rapta Chepa Yiksheki and Yikshe Vasu Mitra wrote the chapters. Rapta Chepa means chapters. Namshe Tsokni, their collection of consciousness, was written by, I don't know this name, Deva something. We can look it up. Chuki Pumbo, the heaps of Dharma was written by Shariputra from the Heart Sutra. Darpe Tenja means the book of names, okay, was written by Madgalyayana. These are some big guns here. I like Supoche. I forget the Sanskrit. Maybe you can look it up.
Big belly.
But yeah, it means Mr. Big Belly.
It's
Mahakoshtila?
Mahakoshta.
Koshta. Anyway, he wrote a thing called The Different Types of Beings. And Purna wrote the collection of categories. And those are 7. Okay. I went to try to find them. I went to try to find what was the dome made from. And I found it.
Wow.
Okay. I found 2 of them actually. And we can read that next time. And here's a cool note by Changi Rinpoche about it. Okay. Yeah, he has some... and I think the dome may have been written by the first Dalai, because he has it in his book. Okay.
The whole study.
How do you say dome in English? Usually.
Versed summary.
Verse.
Versed summary in verse.
Okay.
Just, it makes it easier to memorize.
It's not English.
Okay. You just repeat the information in a verse. And then you say dole. from
Sutra
Sutra
From
says.
Oh.
And then, you know, people like us get headaches trying to find it.
Right.
It's not the Sutra says, it's just the poem. Okay.
Based on
But it's closely based on the sutras. To be fair to the dome makers, it's almost always really close. Okay? Sometimes they sneak in some stuff they want to sneak in. That's another story.
Sashi
Pugi Juxing Metok Tram Rira Nishi Ninde Gempadi Samye Shingdu Mikte Uwargi Drokun Namdak Shingla Druparsho Idam Guru Ratna Mandalakam Niryatayami
Keva
Di Kewo Kun Sunam Yeshe Tsok Tsok Shing Sunam Yeshe Le Jungwe Dampa Kuhi Do Parsho.
Thank you,
Shmok,
Vishnu.
shmokity, shmokity. You're going to be an Abhidharma expert. I'm going to kill you or make you an Abhidharma expert. Either one.
Is that how the pledge goes?
You don't want to be an Abhidharma expert, but you're going to be an Abhidharma expert.
Thank you guys.
Then your whole life you'll thank me
Thank you.
later.